On July 8th, several warrants were served in several different states. Here in Missouri, Missouri and Illinois, 407 dogs were seized, and they were all brought to this off-site location the Humane Society of Missouri had set up. Subsequent to the seizure, just over 100 puppies were born, bringing that total to about 500. And that's really what we've been taking care of for the last 4 months now, waiting for the justice system to, do what they need to do in order to help gain custody of the animals, with the hope that eventually they can find placement in a real home. Of the original number, there were some that came in that were very ill or injured at the time of seizure, who did not make it.
This is a series of chains that we collected from some of the properties. All of these dogs are tethered to these heavy log chains and these big, thick, anywhere from 2 to 4 inch collars. These dogs generally are chained out from about 4 months old, really until they die. And what we're looking at here is what is referred to as a rape stand. So these dogs are forced to be locked into this device. Their head is placed here, they're locked down, they're strapped up here, and they remain there until they're bred. These are devices they use to cut these dogs' ears off, and they do this with no sedation.
This rescue it's the largest dogfighting raid and rescue in the history of the United States. Realistically, we were told to expect 5, maybe 10% of the dogs could be rehabilitated and eventually placed. And we've blown that out of the water. It reaffirms what you're in this for. They are the victims of abuse like any other victims. And that face and those eyes tell the story. And somebody has to bear witness to that story. And that's what our investigators do when they go out and break them from their chains. And that's what our staff do when they feed them and care for them and clean up after them. And then what our behavior department does to try to heal the animal, not just on the outside physically, but on the inside, and show them that all people are not horrible, and all people are not violent abusers. And you can see how quickly they just lap it up, just soak it up.